Oh, wow.
Big names, big songs, big guests, big prizes.
Well, it's a big show.
The Big Show.
Put your hands together for the one and only
Glenn, Angel, FD, and Sean.
That's what I'm talking about.
1FM 91.3. Good times, greatest hits.
Good morning, Singapore. Good morning, world. Welcome to The Big Show and The Big Show TV, the only breakfast show worth watching and listening to. And this morning we have Chef Willin Loh, who is a chef as well as a restaurateur. He was a lawyer before. And we are so privileged to have him on the show today because he is part of a very awesome project called A Gift of Love, which we will get into in just a while. Good morning, Willin.
Good morning.
Did I say Loh again? Did I say Loh?
Yes, you did.
It's Willin Lau, everybody.
Yes.
Willin Lau. You know, everyone's been saying Willin Loh, but it is Willin Lau, isn't it?
It is. I always say it's Lao like cow. But I should really say Lao like wow.
There you go. But how do you deal with it? I mean, everyone, I think maybe 80 to 90% of people, pronounce your surname as Loh. Do you correct them on the spot or do you just let it go?
Well, it depends. Yeah, usually I try to correct them. Except that when I was in the UK, I was a student in the UK, and I told everybody, Lao like cow. And I became the willing cow.
It was going to happen.
Yeah.
Now, Willin, you are part of this project called The Gift of Love, which is a culinary collaboration between Sub-Zero and Wolf and three of Singapore's most celebrated chefs, including yourself, also Chef Angela Lai of Tai Hua in Taipei, and Chef Jimmy Lin of JL Studio in Taichung. Now, Willin, tell us about how you were approached to be part of this project.
Well, it all started with Sub-Zero and Wolf and I were just discussing about, doing something fun for National Day and, what should we do? And then we said, let's do something for charity. This time where things are so bad, this is actually the time to do even more good. And they told me like, hey, do you know Jimmy Lin, and Angela? They are two Singaporean chefs who are based in Taiwan and doing superbly well. And I said, I know Jimmy. The chef circle is quite small. I haven't met Angela. And we started talking about, let's do something interesting. Let's do a, takeaway or something. And then we thought, hey, it would be good to do a tingkat, like a tingkat takeaway. And each of us will create something small and inspired by what we love about Singapore food. And that's how it started going. It's really fun because they are in Taiwan and I'm in Singapore. And to put everything together to raise money for the Children Cancer Foundation. So we thought that would be a really good idea, and we started doing it. And it's been fun doing this. Now with Zoom, right? We can do this Zoom thing and discuss what we want to do. It's been fun.
And it's really beautifully packaged because it comes in a 3-tier limited edition sort of Peranakan printed tingkat, which can be reused numerous times. And all the dishes from the three chefs have been put together by chefs here, right? Because the two chefs in Taiwan are unable to cook it and send it over, obviously. And how much does one have to pay or donate to get this tiffin carrier?
And all this, of course, we need to say is for the Children's Cancer Foundation. 100% of the proceeds will go towards the Children's Cancer Foundation. Willin?
Right. Yeah. So the two chefs in Taiwan were really stressed, right? Like, we got to create something that's really expensive so that people will donate more money and, all of that. So we decided that that's not the point. The point is not to buy the tingkat. The point is to donate to Children Cancer Foundation, and then in return they get a token of appreciation, the creation from the three of us. So if you donate $300 or more, then you get the tingkat. And Angela is a pastry chef. She was just awarded Asia's best pastry chef recently. She's making an onde chocolate truffle inspired by onde, with gula melaka. And Jimmy, you should see his food, right? It's really beautiful, intricate, modern Singaporean cuisine. And he's doing a open crab sandwich inspired by the national flag. So it's going to be red and white.
Wow.
Wow.
And then I am doing a pandan cendol pudding with a salted gula melaka.
Oh, sounds decadent.
That just sounds wicked.
Using your favorite ingredients, I'm sure.
Yeah. So every time, when Sub-Zero and Wolf said, okay, what are the ingredients you think of when you think about Singapore dessert? I said that holy trinity of coconut, pandan, and gula melaka. And wherever in the world I am, if I taste these three ingredients, I straight away think of Singapore.
But William, you were saying salted gula melaka. I have
that's
never
right.
heard of that. I've heard of gula melaka, but not salted gula melaka.
So it's almost like salted caramel, is it?
That's right, because I think sometimes when you have too much gula melaka, I know it sounds crazy, but sometimes when you too much of it, it can be a little cloying. So adding a bit of salt to it. So we made a honeycomb using gula melaka. We added sea salt to it. So it has a texture. It has a complexity of flavors. Yeah.
Sounds so delicious. We'll continue to talk to Wee Lin right here on the Big Show TV. In the meantime, here's Bananarama with I Heard a Rumor on 1FM 91.3. Good morning.
That's like the mumbo jumbo songs, isn't it? He's like doing the moves.
Actually, just now, FD and myself were talking about the fact that, many Singaporeans obviously, miss Wild Rocket.
We
Yes.
do.
Yeah.
We do.
Thank you.
And I know you were operative, for 13 years?
That's right, for 13 years. And then we shut 3 years ago because I wanted to open a restaurant in Japan.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So that is in Niseko. So we that's only open in winter. So each year I go there for about 3-4 months. But I had to open another restaurant because all my staff had to go somewhere. They've been with me for 13 years.
Yeah.
Right.
So we open at Fraser's Tower. We open a relish in the day, and then in the night it becomes Rocketo Izakaya. So it's like Wild Rocket, but small plates and sharing plates.
Okay. Oh, where is this? Sorry.
It's at Fraser's Tower opposite Amoy Food Center.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
What level again?
How cool is that?
Second level.
Oh, okay.
Second level,
Just
okay.
next to the spin studio.
Yes, that's right. Just in front of the spin studio. Just keep walking from the spin studio at
Okay.
the end.
I'll
Yeah.
see you.
Because he's a spin instructor with absolute.
Right. I'm always very tempted to go and have a look inside what happens. It sounds like a big party in there.
It is. Come, I'll take care of you. I'll be very gentle.
He's scared already.
Little rockets all around. Only for you.
Everybody just looks so young and, so wearing so little clothes. I feel very intimidated.
You'll fit right in.
Wee Lin, if you want to do it right, we do it together.
Yeah, that's
We
true.
get Angel to come
I've
down.
never
so
tried spinning.
We'll attend one of his classes because I've heard a lot
Okay.
about his classes.
And
actually.
then we'll go eat at your place.
Sounds like a plan.
Once dining is opened up and everything.
Sounds
So how's
great.
everything going with this whole situation from your FMB perspective?
Relish is still around, right?
Relish is still around.
Relish
Go there
is
for my
great.
burgers, man. Yeah.
Thank you. It's been crazy, this whole situation, this yo-yoing. It's just we keep pivoting until I cannot pivot anymore.
Yeah.
So yeah, we just I think I speak for all my friends at FMB that this year, last year, all we want to do is to break even and keep all our stuff. And that's it. Yeah, we don't intend to make any money. And that's all. We'll be really grateful if that happens.
Yeah,
Isn't that
that's the
fantastic?
That's
that,
the least
that
you can
bosses,
ask for.
They want to keep their staff.
Yeah.
They're not just letting their staff go and all that. They're doing their darndest to keep everybody.
Yeah,
that's
I read.
wonderful.
I read an article recently. I can't remember who was interviewed, but an owner of a restaurant as well, and she said she could have easily just shut down. She lost a lot of money already, but she decided to stay open because of the staff.
Oh.
So because she
I
had
think
made a
in-
commitment to them.
Yeah, I think in FMB, because it's so much hard work, right? It takes so much to build something up. And I think bosses realize that none of us could do this without our staff. So, yeah.
Yeah.
If only all
Losing
bosses
them.
were like you.
Yeah.
I think this pandemic has helped a lot of bosses realize that. Bosses who didn't realize
Yes.
it before.
Become more compassionate.
Yeah, they've
Yes.
become a lot more compassionate towards their staff, and I think that's really, really important.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, William, I mean, back to A Gift of Love. I mean, how special is this project to you, and why?
It's special because, first of all, it's National Day, right? And this whole pandemic has just been so full of doom and gloom. To do something fun and positive, right? And to work with two other chefs in Taiwan, and they are Singaporeans. I think that's just so fun. It's just a group of Singaporean chefs getting together, crossing borders during this time. I think that is very special. And Children Cancer Foundation is very close to my heart because it was one of the charities we supported when I first opened Wild Rocket. My entire team shaved our heads, so we all completely bald, to raise money for Children Cancer Foundation. So it's sort of like one full circle, right? It's been 16 years, yeah.
Wow. And
now I'm botak
yeah,
naturally.
and I hear the recent tally of how many tiffins are left is only 5.
Okay, I didn't realize
You didn't know that? Yeah.
Yeah.
so
Only 5? After this interview, it'll be gone.
0.
Everybody 5 more only.
Really?
Yeah.
Only
Yeah,
5
they're
more.
not
5 more
many.
tiffins.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
So we'll announce it later when we go back on air how people can donate to the Children's Cancer Foundation with the phone number and the website as
Yeah,
well.
fastest finger first.
Yeah, you reckon?
So you guys have the phone number, right?
We do.
Yes.
Yeah,
we
so
do.
if you're watching us on the Big Show TV, giving you a heads up, if you want to donate, the number is 8028 2995. Once again, that's 8028 2995. You can WhatsApp that number, or you can go to szwasia.com, which is Sub-Zero and wolfasia.com. Giving you a heads up because once we go back on air, those tiffin carriers are going to be
They're gonna be
sold
gone.
out.
Now
Yeah.
everything's sold out.
Yeah, that's it. It's done.
So it's quite unique, the show that we do, Whelan, because right now people are watching us on their big TVs at home and
Like a
all
breakfast,
that, like a
morning show.
breakfast TV show.
Yeah.
And then we go on air, and that's for people who are just listening to us exclusively as well. But we always have a great time with our guests,
Yeah,
like
we do
yourself.
this. We do
and-
this every day.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I was just really worried. My face usually doesn't wake up an hour after I wake up.
You look gorgeous.
I think
face is
your
fine.
face is the most awake actually right now.
Right now, you're the most awake of the lot of us.
Having gone to bed at close to 2 a.m. in the morning, I know I still look like I'm
Wow.
asleep actually.
Sometimes we're not sure. We got to poke him.
But how has it been working with Yam and Karen at the house of Sub-Zero and Wolf?
It's been so great because I've known.
Oh wait,
them
hold
for
on,
many,
William.
many
Sorry.
years.
My
We go
timing
back
a bit
on air
off.
first, huh?
We're going back on air. Okay, I'll ask you that question as well. Yep. El King, X's and O's right here on The Big Show, 1FM 91.3, as well as The Big Show TV. Our guest for this morning is, and I'm going to get it right this time, Chef William Lau,
Yay.
all right, of the Wild Rocket Group. Thank you so much for waking up early and joining us this morning, William.
Thank you. I was almost worried you're gonna say William Cow.
Oh, that's funny, Wheeling Cow. Okay, so Whelan, you are involved with a very special project done around National Day because it's a very special time for Singapore, especially during these hard times. And it's called A Gift of Love, and it's a collaboration between Sub-Zero and Wolf and 3 chefs, which is yourself and 2 Singaporean chefs who are in Taiwan. And this is all in aid of the Children's Cancer Foundation. And tell us a little bit more about the tiffin carrier that people can receive when they donate $300 or more to this cause.
So it's basically the 3 of us getting together and trying to do something that has a common theme, but yet different. So the theme basically was, Singaporean food and what, that would inspire each of our dishes. Angela is making an onde chocolate truffle. I'm dying to try it. I haven't tried it. I've seen it. Jimmy is doing a crab sandwich, an open crab sandwich inspired by the national flag. And Jimmy's food is always intricate and beautiful. So it's going to be gorgeous. And because the 2 of them are in Taiwan, there's a little team of 2 chefs at Sub-Zero and Wolf making all the food. And then for me, I was saying earlier, making a chendol pudding with pandan panna cotta, salted gula melaka, honeycomb, and a cookie crumble made with coconut. So it's going to be really fun, and a little tingkat which you can reuse. And these days we have so much delivery and takeaway. It's good to use non-disposable items.
Absolutely.
That's a good
yes,
idea.
yes.
That's a good idea.
Angel over here is very strict about that. She always reminds us,
Yeah.
to recycle.
By smacking them over the head if they forget.
With the tingkat.
With the tinka, yes.
Every time she sees us with a styrofoam box, we get a dirty look.
Now, Whelan, how special is this project to you? And how has it been working with Karen and Yam at the House of Sub-Zero and Wolf?
It's really special because I've known Karen and Yam for the longest time. It goes back 13, 14 years. And we've always been talking about doing something together. And you know how things are, right? You say you want to do it, and then life happens. You just never get around to doing it. And then now we're going to do it on National Day, right? With two other chefs that I like, that just... Okay, okay, that sounded like...
Yeah. like we want to know the ones you don't like.
Yeah, that's the next question.
That came out so wrong. Yeah, so it's really special for me because we've been friends for so long, and to get together with Sub-Zero and Wolf, and that's just and very meaningful because I was just saying that during this doom and gloom, everything's just bad news every day. To have to do something positive, something fun, and to remember that it's National Day, even though we don't have an NDP this year, but we still can celebrate it in our own, individual ways, and at the same time do good, for Children Cancer Foundation.
Yes, yeah. Speaking of which, if you'd like to make a donation to the Children's Cancer Foundation and receive a beautiful gift of love from the three chefs that have created this awesome menu for National Day, you can donate $300 or more by WhatsApping 8028-2995 or going to the Sub-Zero and Wolf Asia website at szwasia.com.
Now, Whelan, what are your favorite Singapore dishes?
Wow, how long do you have?
3 minutes actually.
3 minutes.
Okay, whenever I'm overseas, I miss kway chap because you can't eat kway chap at all anywhere else in the world. And then the moment I get back to Singapore, the first thing I do is I have bak chor mee, and then roti prata, chai tau kueh, and then by that time Hokkien Mee should be open. And
This is all in one sitting as well.
Wow.
He's got the same system as Joseph Schooling. They come back and eat all the same food.
Except I don't have the same body as Joseph.
All right, we're speaking to Chef Whelan Lau right here on The Big Show. Right now, here's Mr. Big with Wild World on 1FM 91.3. Good morning. No pressure by Joseph.
No pressure.
No pressure.
No pressure.
Joseph is watching right now.
Kway chap ready for you.
Actually, right now Joseph will be in the pool. He'll be in the
Practice.
practice
Yeah,
pool.
man. I think he's under so much pressure right now.
He is.
Poor guy.
He is.
I feel like letting him know. Like May, if May, you're watching right now, please let Joseph know that we are all behind him, and no pressure, because I think the media is putting a lot of pressure on him.
On him.
Right now.
Absolutely.
It's
And
true.
look at Simone Biles, for example. I mean, she had so much pressure. She's thrown in the towel already.
Yeah,
She's like, okay, this is not. I'm not feeling too good about the whole
And,
thing.
I think it's a great thing that she comes out and she does that, because look, I'm not up to this. I'm not going to do it. I'm me. I'm not going to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
There are people who will criticize it, but she's thinking of her health first, and I think that's the way to go.
But especially when you've got so many goals under your belt, right?
Yeah.
And you're expected to perform, to exceed.
Yes.
Just like, can you imagine what's going through Joseph's mind right now?
Oh, yeah.
It's like, okay, I've got this gold medal. Actually, the nation should be happy already with me.
But they're not.
But if I don't win another gold, or if I don't get a medal, they're going to crush me.
Yeah.
And that has to be going through his mind, and it's so hard.
Well, for sure. Speaking about pressure,
Hello, Kelvin. Hello, Dylan.
Hello, Dylan. Yeah, meet Whelan Lau, who is
Hello. Hi,
a chef, and then
Hello.
that's Dylan and Kelvin, who have created something amazing called One Kind Block. So if you can watch it later, continue watching it later on Facebook. But last words, Whelan, from you. What's in it for the future?
Well, we can't see the future right now, but we just want to stay afloat. Hope everybody keeps safe. All the F&B businesses get to keep their staff, stay afloat, and then ride through this. When the sun shines again, we are all ready to party.
Awesome. Well
And
done.
we'll be ready to party with you.
Absolutely.
We're gonna go spinning and then come eat at your
Yeah.
restaurant.
Okay.
Thank you so much,
Thanks,
Wheelan.
Wheelan.
It's been a
Thanks,
pleasure. Take
Bye-bye.
care. Have a nice day ahead.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right, Kelvin and Dylan So.
Yay! Calvin and Dylan So of One Kind
Block.
Thanks so much for joining us this morning.
Lovely to be here.
Yeah, Dylan, I watched your TED Talk from when you were 12 years old, and then I watched your Kickstarter video, and I'm like, oh, finally, your voice has cracked.
No, but I have to ask you, Dylan, what was that like at 12 years old to give a TED Talk?
Ooh, well, it's scary.
I'm sure.
But I think the I didn't really know what I was talking about because as a 12-year-old, I had to tell a room of 2,500 adults
Wow.
to dream big, and from this book that I wrote.
Yeah.
It's hard for a 12-year-old to grasp that. But looking back on it was interesting.
Yeah. I think you were talking about pressure, and one of the things as a parent was we had to take the pressure away from him. So we did say to him, do you really want to do it? And the interview process was quite tough. He had to do 3 auditions, and then quite a few rehearsals, to the point where they said, okay, you're so good, you're going to be opening speaker. And I had to pull him aside, like, are you, because he's 12 and a half, while as a parent, you're proud. On the other hand, you also don't want to push so hard that it kind of then becomes this kind of thing that lives in and scars him for life. So I remember having that conversation. He goes, look, it's scary. And the way to take off pressure is you tell him, look, it doesn't matter. If you don't feel like doing it, don't. But if you really want to do it, I want to tell you, it doesn't matter. Even if you screw up and whatever. If you screw up, you just make a joke and say, I'm 12 years old. I'm entitled, it's forgivable, but I'm entitled to forget what I'm supposed to say. Then carry on. I remember after he stepped off the stage, and he did very well. He had like that standing ovation.
Yeah.
And all. I asked him like, how was it? He goes, yeah, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was.
Yeah.
And then after that, it's life, right? Once you overcome that little step, you get braver and braver.
Yeah.
So I suppose we want our kids to grow up thinking, we'll try something new. That something new is something I want to do, but it'll make me a little bit uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Right.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, pushing your boundaries.
Yeah, it has to be a little bit uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But you know what I feel is awesome about you, Dylan, and you, Kelvin, as a father, is that
You think I'm the father? Maybe I'm not the father.
you're the brother. But with your system, right, Kelvin, Dylan could have very easily become an overconfident kid.
Yes.
You know what I mean? But I can tell that he's not. He's still grounded. You know what I mean?
Cocky, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, he could have, yeah.
Right? Because
could
as
have
you
turned
said,
out
right,
that
the
way.
moment
Yeah.
you
Break.
negotiate an obstacle, when you survive, you get stronger, you get more confident and all that. But I talk to you and I feel like you're still very down to earth.
You said humble.
Very pleasant kid.
Humble swag, right?
Yeah.
He said, have a swag with humility is what he
Humility,
said in
yeah.
his TEDx talk.
And that's important.
And that's what you have, I think.
That's how you get people to listen to you.
Yeah.
Because
With
when you go
humility.
over the top, then people write you off.
Yeah.
You're like, I don't like this person.
Yeah.
Just like FD doesn't like Greta Thunberg because she came across too strong.
Yeah, I was just making that comparison today. How you have pointed out that our generation really messed up the world, and it's your generation that's got to fix it. But it's how you said it. It was something I could expect, and you have an answer to the problem.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So just for those that are watching who have no idea what FD is talking about, Calvin Dylan is the founder of, and Calvin is the co-founder of One Kind Block. And it's basically the world's first Lego-like hydroponic unit that's designed to make cities fertile by being able to adapt your walls, your windows, your balconies, your corridor. And here showing it on screen
you
now.
go.
There you go.
You started a Kickstarter project last year in the middle of the year. You failed to meet your funding goal, but you took all the feedback on, you learned from your mistakes. How did you feel when you didn't meet that first goal?
Well, I think
30 seconds.
we're not stigmatized by failure, and it's just another learning point that we took from, and we did a lot of things different, right? For the second time we went around.
Dylan, Kelvin, we're going to go on the radio right now because, this is Big Show TV. We're going to go on the radio and Angel's going to ask you that question
The
again,
same
okay?
question.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Stand by. Traffic update next.
Here we go.
1FM 91.3 traffic.
1 or 2 delays across the expressways. The PIE towards Tuas, a vehicle broken down after the CTE SLE exit. On the CTE towards the AYE, an accident after the PIE Jurong exit. Congestion is to the PIE Changi exit. Avoid lane 1. PIE towards Tuas, a vehicle broken down before Jalan Baha. Congestion is to the KJE. Avoid lane 5. Stay within the speed limit, please. Have everyone buckled up. Be safe as you drive today.
Good morning and welcome back to The Big Show and The Big Show TV. Our guests for this morning, siblings Dylan and Kelvin So. Founders of One Kind Block.
Yes, and
I know I looked that old.
Good comeback, Dylan. And just for you, if you're listening in, One Kind Block is the world's first Lego-like hydroponic unit designed to make cities fertile by being able to adapt to your windows, your balconies, your corridors, and your walls. And we're speaking to Dylan, who is 18 years old and just got back from Finland not too long ago, and his father, Calvin So, who is the co-founder.
20 years old.
20 years old, who's the co-founder of One Kind Block. And Dylan, you actually started a Kickstarter original project last May, and it did not meet its funding goal. How did that make you feel? Obviously, you've come back stronger and harder. How did that make you feel when it did not meet your expectations last year?
I think because of fantastic parenting that I've undergone,
Pay you money for that.
I like to think that my sister and I, when we do our projects, we're not stigmatized by failure. We see everything as a sort of learning point. And that's exactly where I was. It didn't work out because of many reasons. But when we came back, we tried.
We learned from it.
Yeah, we learned from it and we had a different approach.
Yeah.
And you just relaunched the project this year, and you were looking for $39,000 to kickstart the project. And you have to date raised, gone past that. You've been overfunded, and you've gone to $41,000. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And Dylan, I just want to say I actually watched your TEDx talk last night, which you did when you were the ripe old age of 12 and a half. And the title of that was When You Know the Fear Will Go. And if you guys have not watched it, just Google Dylan So TEDx, and it actually involves Dylan singing a song as well. So it's a very, very heartfelt, very entertaining, very eloquent and well presented speech that you did, because coming from a public speaker perspective from all of us, if you watch that's not easy to do. It's one of the hardest things to do, to get on stage and make that speech.
Yeah, it is. Thanks to fantastic
parenting. Some more money is going into his pocket.
Yeah. I want to say, what is it like? Having such a cool dad, Dylan. He must be like the coolest dad in the world.
Has its pros and cons.
Dylan, when you came up with this idea of One Kind Block, what was the problem you were trying to solve?
I think it was a combination of a few things. It took 4 years to come up with this, so it's been an idea in the making.
There's a lot of failure in the process. Trust
Yeah.
me. Yeah, it's not a smooth process. Yeah.
Yeah, by any means.
Yeah.
I think we started by trying to encourage urbanites to farm in their apartments because we realized there's a lot of things that stop them from doing so. The fear of farming, the fear of overwatering and underwatering their plants. So we tried solving these problems individually, but after a while we realized that we could solve many at one time. And we looked to hydroponics because hydroponic farming saves a lot of space and you can grow both herbs and vegetables.
And then talk about the cities. 60% of us.
Yeah, 60% of the world lives in cities, and COVID brought to light that we import 95% of our food.
Right.
Yes,
We
yes.
have to kind of be self-sufficient. So the problem is 60% of us live in cities. Singapore, 80% of us live in apartments, and apartments are not designed for urban farming.
Yes.
Right, so there are a lot of urban farming systems out there, but none of them are designed to be adapted to your apartments.
To any
To any apartment. So Dylan looked at it and then why not we do like a Lego system? Because as a kid, he played with Lego. So it's something modular. So the difficulty was designing that modularity that works. But once you get it, then you can put it in the balcony, walls, and anywhere to adapt to your apartment. Don't forget, we spend $500,000 on an apartment at least.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right, so it cannot look like PVC tubes, right?
Right.
It's got to look nice. So we've got stickers that you can put on.
Okay.
Right, Peranakan stickers, like that. So
Okay,
we can-
we'll take a look at that on the Big Show TV. But I just want to ask one question before we go on, and then we can continue that on. You are contributing to the 30-30 goals that the government has, which is amazing. That we can be self-sustainable, grow your own vegetables and herbs. I'd like to speak more about how the system works when we go on the Big Show TV, so you can show us how someone would put it together in their home as well.
All right, continue to watch us on the Big Show TV. In the meantime, here's New Kids on the Block, NKOTB, with Cover Girl on 1FM 91.3. Good morning.
Okay, so Dylan, will you be able to show us a little bit about how your One Kind block works?
Yeah, so it comes in a set of 3.
Oh, it comes in a set of 3. Okay.
Oh, look at this,
Yeah.
folks.
Really like
that's
Lego.
brilliant. It's like look at that.
So
Okay.
Oh,
it's very much Lego-like.
okay.
Right? So
Yeah.
the
Okay.
more blocks you want to add, you just keep attaching. I can't show the back because there's been some changes.
No
to it.
worries, no worries.
You
And
can
how
imagine
do you
that.
attach it to the wall?
So like hanging a painting, you can use nails or tape, those 3M wall hooks if
Oh,
they support
Yeah.
a couple kilograms. That's
Okay.
fine.
Oh, okay, okay.
Stick it on.
And then the watering system and the
Yeah.
everything else?
Yeah, you just fill up one to fill up the rest because all the blocks are connected. So as many as you have, you just pour in water.
Oh, beautiful.
This does not come with the set. This is our dog.
The dog the dog does not come with
Oh,
the
it
set.
doesn't come.
So
I thought if I
cute.
bought 6, then I get the dog. No.
I want another Jack Russell Terrier.
I want these blocks in my house.
So how do we carry on, sorry.
What-
So
what's
when
it-
you
what-
when
what-
you
what-
fill up the water, it fills up all. You put the nutrients in the water, so the roots will have access. You see.
Oh, I see.
to
I
the
was
water.
I was going to ask about the nutrients because a lot of plants get their nutrients from the soil. How does hydroponics work with nutrients?
Well, people tend to think it's chemicals, so it's worse. But
Yeah.
and actually, in soil, everything is chemicals.
Yeah.
So you just add it in after you've added in water.
I mean, what are the 3 components of
The main ones are nitrogen, potassium, and phosphorus. So it's
Yeah.
pretty easy to.
So it's very easy to buy these liquid fertilizers out there.
Okay. So
Okay.
you can buy your own organic version of it, whichever version that you want to put it
Whichever,
in.
the thing is, you grow this at home. You know exactly what goes into it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
If
yeah.
you buy vegetables from outside, it all looks very pretty. They all look like Korean actresses.
True.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of toxic stuff that's been injected in them. But
Right.
in this case, where it's coming from. If it's from the corridor of your HDB unit, it's quite clean.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. And when your Kickstarter project is still ongoing, correct?
No, it's finished.
It's
already.
finished already. So if
Yeah.
someone wants to buy One Kind block, how do we purchase it?
They can go to www.onekindblock.com and pre-order.
Okay, I'm going to be pre-ordering some because I
Me
love
too,
my
me
I'm going to
urban
pre-order
gardens.
this. This is awesome.
We're still offering it at the Kickstarter prices.
Yeah,
Which is-
$39 with stickers.
And you get the stickers for free.
So how much is it? Sorry,
39.
39 for the 3
39.
blocks.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
awesome.
good. That's great.
Is there anything you cannot grow besides trees?
Big trees. I think fruiting plants will be difficult in this.
Yeah.
Okay.
We will design bigger ones. So like Lego, don't forget the ecosystem will have longer blocks, we have bigger blocks, we have taller blocks. That's will be in the
Yeah.
pipeline.
Okay, sounds
Wow.
exciting. I'd love this because I live in an apartment as well, and space is so precious.
premium.
Yeah, it's a
Yes.
premium. So I have a lot of wall space which I
Right.
need to use, and this will be perfect for that.
No, I really want to get my hands on this because right now at home, all we do is we grow tauge and that's it, no?
Yeah.
So now I can do a lot more than that,
And you can
Yeah.
feed your rabbits.
Exactly.
You can
Because I
feed
have rabbits.
You can feed your
So
rabbits with
literally,
that.
I can grow my own rabbit food.
No more buying food for them.
Yeah.
I mean, if you look at this is Greek basil.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
wow.
very pungent.
Yeah.
It's stronger than Italian basil. So a little bit of it goes a long way. So the kids will have breakfast, and then if they want, they make a toast, they do garlic butter and then sprinkle this on top.
Yum.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
So
okay,
good.
okay.
So if you go to one of those fancy schmancy breakfast places, then they give you this, put it on the table, then they charge you $20.
25, oh, absolutely.
Kelvin,
Absolutely.
how long did it take to grow that?
Oh, this took about maybe 1 month.
Yeah, we had it from about this big.
Yeah.
But now the amazing thing about plants is now that it's grown so big, I can cut this off.
Yeah.
And regrow it somewhere
in
else.
water, and
Yeah.
we keep growing.
Oh, beautiful.
So, Dylan, what would you say to people who are afraid of urban farming? Because a lot of people are afraid that they don't have a green thumb. They don't, and more than that, grow their own food and herbs. What would you say to that?
I think people who say they don't have a green thumb just haven't how do you say, without being offensive.
It's okay. It's okay. You're on Facebook. You're allowed
Just
to
say
say.
it.
Just say it.
Yeah.
Yeah, haven't gotten used to the idea of growing your own food from your apartment because there's lots of elements that they're not comfortable with. So
Yeah.
I'd say it's all right. It's just beginner sort of
Jitters.
fear that you have.
Yeah.
It's also a sign that we've become so distant from nature that
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
find it like, oh my God, it's so, and,
It's so
and
foreign.
I would say as a parent that farming is easier than parenting. I would rather have vegetables than have children.
Well, there you go.
Whoa,
In
Dylan,
front of
did you hear
Dylan,
that?
What?
I heard that. I know, because
I heard that.
he talks to his plants all the time and his plants don't talk back.
I love this relationship you guys have. Okay, just a final question. How has the pandemic affected your project? Or tell us a little bit about One Kind House. What is that in relation to One Kind Block?
So the whole concept of one kind is championing being one of a kind and kindness as an ecosystem. So that's what we try to make. One Kind House is my grandma's house,
Oh,
converted into a 21st century kampong with a twist.
Yeah.
Okay.
It has a R&D prototype lab for the kids to come up with new ideas. So that's a separate conversation about parenting, why we wanted to bring up the kids this way, because we think we're no longer in the industrial age, we're in this exponential age. So you need a different set of values that our system isn't encouraging at the moment.
Is that why Dylan went to Finland to study? Was that one of the reasons?
I think he sees that as part of the journey. I mean, he gave the TEDx talk. We did a Kickstarter. He helped launch. We met people. He gave talks at the Finnish tech show in Singapore called Slush. We met the founder of Angry Birds, the co-creator. He said, why don't you help me launch our product here in Singapore? We did, but in return, he gave him an internship at Angry Birds at 14. So we
oh
spent
wow.
up
Super.
there.
Yeah.
And then we met people. And then when the Finnish they don't sell the education system. They don't open it up like a business here.
Okay,
But
hold
when
on,
they
Kelvin.
did-
Kelvin, we're gonna ask you that on air to close. Okay.
Yeah.
Every
Okay.
ask Kelvin that question again.
3 traffic.
The PIE towards Tuas, a vehicle broken down after the BKE. The AYE towards the MCE, an obstacle on the road at Clementi Avenue 6 entrance. CTE towards the AYE, an accident after the PIE Jurong exit. Congestion is to the PIE Changi exit. PIE towards Tuas, a vehicle broken down before Jalan Baha. Congestion is to the KJE. Stay within the speed limit. Have everyone buckled up. Be safe as you drive today.
Good morning and welcome back to The Big Show and The Big Show TV. We've been having such a great time speaking to Dylan and Kelvin So, founders of One Kind Block. Once again, guys, thank you so much for being on the show this morning.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Okay, I've got a question. Whether Dylan answers this or Kelvin, it's entirely up to you. Why did Dylan go to school in Finland? Was it the education system? Was it the what was it? Why?
I think predominantly it was the education system. Our vision was to prepare the kids for a future that's not of the industrial age. Every system that we have now is designed for the industrial age. Our education system is designed for that. So if it's not the industrial age, then what age are we in? And the Finnish system is about, the Finns and the Singapore system is ranked similarly high on the PISA scores, if you want to follow that as a scoring system. But the Finns don't have a tuition industry. That means the kids go there, study, go home, play, and they're still ranked as high. We have a tuition industry. I mean, if you remove our tuition industry, will we be as high? I don't know the answer to that.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But we wanted that. And I mean, part of his journey was, as he does all these things, we met the right people somehow, we collaborated. He had the chance to go up to Finland to study, and we said, okay, at 16, we flew up there in the middle of winter, right? It was like minus what?
Minus something.
So straight 20 degrees straight after his O's, we went up there and we said, look, there's a place, do you want to? So we spent like 3 weeks with him. The decision had to come from him. As a 16-year-old boy, deciding I want to go to a foreign place, right?
Yeah.
And what was the experience like, Dylan?
It was very new. And when I think back, I was quite brave because it was scary. I'm not generally an outwardly going person, but because of that, I discovered a lot of myself in meeting new people and the new culture.
Yeah, new culture. Going to saunas naked with elderly people.
Always back to that
Always
one,
back
yeah.
to that.
Do you have any tips for people who are entering a sauna with elderly people, or?
Think about the faces. If you think about anything else, it becomes worse.
As a 16-year-old boy, some more.
Kelvin, you didn't go into the sauna with him?
No. I mean, I wasn't as mature as he is. I'll go in and then start laughing, right? Then I'll get like kicked out.
I think he grew up straight away during that experience.
Can we just say one thing about the One Kind Block? Just
Sure.
before we forget, right? About the pandemic, it's made people more, maybe hopefully more aware of what goes into food and that we can't take things for granted. But we're also trying to create ecosystems of kindness, like Dylan was saying. So we're trying to create, when you buy this, our vision is, can a HDB block of flats have a lot of these? Can we teach uncle and auntie who are retired to learn how to farm this? And then maybe they can be One Kind Block farmers. Like we pay them $20 a month to look after your corridor farms.
Oh, wow.
Then it becomes therapeutic. Then there's a purpose, dignity. Then there's a kampong spirit where they kind of meet people and talk around. So there's jobs that we can create. Then with the cardboard elderly people, what do we do?
Yeah, they collect 100 kilograms of cardboard for $4. So instead of that, we have a plan to give them sponge and seeds for free. And they'll germinate it at home. And once they become seedlings, they can come to us and sell it.
Oh,
And then
wow.
they get paid for that.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Wow.
Okay.
It's so when you start thinking of ecosystems like that, then it starts benefiting a larger kind of community. So we wanted the kids to think of both purpose as well as profit. You know, the business is not just about profit. The business has to figure out how to give back and create something bigger than what it is.
Yeah.
That's absolutely amazing. I'm about to put my order in for One Kind Block, and if you want to do so as well, you can go to onekindblock.com and have your own Lego-like hydroponic system in your space, on your walls, outside your door, on the corridors, anywhere that you can fill up, you can put a plant there and eat straight from it.
Beautiful.
Great stuff. Wonderful stuff, guys.
Beautiful.
Really inspiring.
You know, Kelvin, Dylan will be checking in with you from time to time. And if you've got any updates with regard to your projects and your objectives, you know, we would love for you to update us on that.
Yeah,
Please.
come back on the show for sure.
Yeah.
We would. Thank you. Thank you for having us. I mean, we'll update you when we're doing a job kind of project with a nursing home now.
Okay.
So the nursing homes will have these one kind. So it'll help the elderly people
with dementia.
With dementia, we
depression.
learned that they need to put this around the nursing home because patients with dementia forget how tired they are.
Oh, wow.
So they have to walk, and then you have to stop them and go, oh, they see a plant, then they stop.
Oh,
And they,
wow.
you know, so all these things went on the way.
Nice.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks so much for sharing your experience, your journey, and you've definitely want to hear back from you guys when you guys are doing more. Just keep in touch with us.
Okay,
We will.
Thanks,
All right.
guys.
We've been
Thanks, guys.
speaking to Dylan and Kelvin So, founders of One Kind Block. Thank you so much,
Thanks.
guys. We'll
Bye-bye.
see you guys
Bye-bye.
soon.
Bye.
All right, coming up real soon, we have Johan, who will be entertaining us once again. In the meantime, here's Jessie J with Domino on The Big Show, 1FM 91.3. Yay!
Man, is Johan slick or what? As soon as
jang.
it, bam, he was in. Whoa.
Why Johan slick? Why not me?
No, because you're running the show, so everybody's got to take cue from you. So
But
Johan
I
is
knew
slick.
already instinctively that he was
That
about
he was
to.
there.
Okay, I actually texted him long ago. So just to let you
Got
know.
nothing to do with any of you.
It's all Sean. It's all Sean.
Damn it. Damn it.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday.
Before we
I
sing songs, do you guys want to do a book review?
Yeah.
Yes,
Shall we do a
yes,
book
let's
review
do a quick-
first?
I thought we'll do the book review at
At
the
the
end.
end,
Wait,
at
what's the
9
time
o'clock?
now? 8:47. Okay, lah, okay.
We
lah.
got like
No,
15
no,
minutes.
no.
ah.
Don't-
Okay,
no.
set.
Then you also can hear the book review. So.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
I want
book
to hear.
review first.
Yes.
All
Okay.
right.
Book reviews on air or on Facebook?
Facebook,
Usually. Do we
Facebook.
usually
Can
do
do
it on
Facebook.
Facebook? Okay.
Yeah.
We
Welcome
can
to
do
the
it
show.
on air also, but then since you want to do it now, then you might as well just do it
No,
on
it won't
Facebook.
come back anymore.
Who won't come back?
On air, yeah.
Okay.
I have a book today.
Yay! Thank goodness.
Okay, it's called Americana by I'm gonna say her name right. Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. That's
Well,
her
well
name.
done.
Yeah,
Well done.
she's African. And this book is about our main character, Ifemelu, about how she grows up in Nigeria. She goes to the US for education and then she comes back to Nigeria. And Nigerians call people who take that journey Americanas.
I see.
Because they
Right,
have
okay.
been influenced by American culture.
As opposed to Americanos, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, this is Americanas.
That's different.
Yes.
So, so this book touches on a lot of things like immigration, how difficult it is to go from a country like South Africa to, a continent like Africa to the US. But what I loved most about the book is how she has such great conversations about race in terms of the difference between African Americans and Africans.
Right, okay.
Yeah, okay.
So that she breaks down really what would be complicated kind of theories and concepts about race so well, and it's so simple to understand. And while you're reading it, you're like, yeah, like obviously this is how it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Like, why do we even do this as a society? You know,
Yeah.
Like you're constantly asking yourself those questions. And what
Is
I
it
love,
labeling? Is that what you mean?
It's not really. She doesn't have a side. She's just
Right.
discussing it, and it's always good to have this knowledge in your head anyway. And what I like is that this is very modern. So there are very modern concepts about race in this book. Things like performative activism, which you don't really talk. Those things were not talked about like 10, 20 years ago. Or
Did you just say
things-
performative?
Yeah, like people who
activism?
are people
Wow.
who are
Yeah, I know.
very
We're sitting up now. Okay, tell us more.
people who are like so pro anti-racist to the point you're like, what, like, why are you even doing this? You know, are you putting on a show?
Right. Okay.
So like that's performative activism, or
I
like
see.
is cultural appreciation too much? Like, can it become too much?
Right. Right.
You know,
Too OTT.
Yeah, like that's too much of appreciating a culture. So where's the line between that? You know,
Right.
so these are very modern takes on racism. They're like the other extreme end, right? Of race. So that's what this book discusses, which I think is great. It's also written during the time when Obama was becoming president.
Okay.
So
timing.
it was very gripping. You know,
Yeah.
you're reading it, you're like, yeah, like why are we like this? We
Yeah.
should be doing better. You know, and just like as a reference, I told myself that I would tab a page every time I felt like an epiphany. And look how many tabs I have.
Yeah.
Look at
So
that.
you had like 10 epiphanies.
I had like 10 epiphanies while reading one book.
Wow. Well
Yeah, it's a
done.
great book.
Okay, we're
So,
gonna.
so she helped Obama become president of the United States of America.
You mean Anjali? Of course she did.
No,
Yeah.
yes, I was 10.
We're gonna put that up on our Facebook page just in case you missed any of that. All right,
So it's
Jeng.
not
Jeng.
about, it's not about coffee, right?
It's not about coffee. No, not this
That's
time.
how
Not
our book
Ameri-
different.
different kind of Americana, that one.
All right, so Johan, what are you going to be singing for us today?
So before I start, first of all, I love you.
Oh,
Well done, John.
you too.
I
I
love
love
you
you
too.
Good,
Johan.
good that you're learning.
Glenn,
Yes.
Glenn,
Yes,
tell me you love me.
I love you, Johan.
What did you do?
Does your wife
What
do
did
that?
you do?
Does
What
your
did-
wife do
what
that
did
every
you
time you
break?
tell
What
her
did
that?
you
Yesterday.
break?
She did yesterday.
Oh, really? When you told her out of the blue? Oh my God.
Yep. What happened? What did she do?
Most wives are like that. Huh? Oh, so
normal.
suspicious.
What did you
What's up
spend
with that?
money
No,
on?
but if you say I love you enough, it will change.
Yes.
Like FD.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's right.
If it's too much, it's suspicious.
No, I don't think so.
No.
I don't think so.
It's
What did you
suspicious.
buy?
They don't believe you
It's
anymore.
suspicious when you don't do it enough and then suddenly you do it.
Yes.
That's when
yes.
it's-
Well,
That's-
some wives will go like, okay, you don't say I love you 500 times a day. You
That's
go
it.
sleep on the couch.
You're not paying
That's a
enough
lot.
attention to me.
Oh,
All right, what do you have
okay.
today?
What are we
Jen-
doing?
All
Gentlemen?
right, because the theme is I love you.
Oh, is it?
Let's do this one. Something by Peter Frampton.
Peter Frampton.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
FD's friend.
Yes, think so.
Shadows grow so long before my eyes, and they're moving across the page. Suddenly the day turns into night, far away from the city. But don't hesitate, 'cause your love just won't wait. Ooh, baby, I love your way every day. Yeah. I wanna tell you I love your way every day. Yeah, yeah. I wanna be with you night and day. Moon appears to shine and light the sky with the help of some firefly. Wonder how they have the power to shine, shine, shine. I can see them under the pine. But don't hesitate, 'cause your love just won't wait. Ooh, baby, I love your way every day. I wanna tell you I love you way every day. Yeah. I wanna be with you night and day. I can see the sunset in your eyes, brown and gray and blue besides. Clouds stalking island in the sun. I wish I could buy one out of season, but don't hesitate, 'cause your love Just won't wait. Just won't wait. Ooh, baby, I love your way every day. Yeah, yeah. I wanna tell you I love your way every day. Yeah, yeah. I wanna be with you night and day. One more time, here we go. Ooh, baby, I love your way every day. Yeah, yeah. I wanna tell you I love your way every day. Yeah, yeah. I wanna be with you night and day. Thank you. I love you.
Don't just say I love you. Say, ooh, baby.
I love your way.
Every day.
Straight away, she'll check your phone.
She'll be like, which way are you talking about?
Who are you talking to now?
So I checked out Johan's Facebook page, which is Johan Lee, JohanLee, and he was torturing his wife.
Oh, what did you do?
What were you doing, Johan?
Was that, was that after
Johan
or
is
before
Oh,
you
with
said
the
that?
durian.
Yes, with the durian. Johan is the durian lover, you see. But his wife is not too keen on durian, but still so cute and so sporting.
Yeah.
She was like trying the durian, but I could tell that it was rather painful. So my suggestion, Johan, Johan, is hang out with the durian lovers. One of these days, we'll go out there, we'll sit down, we'll just makan till we don't want to makan anymore.
Until you can't speak anymore.
I don't know what's enough though. Like, is one enough for each of us? No.
One
It
durian.
depends. We'll just eat until we
depends,
puke, lah.
Oh, yo.
That's the way I roll, no?
You know,
That's the way I
Glenn,
roll
nothing
out
in
of it.
moderation.
Yeah.
It's true.
He doesn't
That's
know
true.
this word,
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's have our own
next
durian
week.
party.
Next
Abby
week,
can
yeah.
come if she wants, but she doesn't have to eat, lah.
Like 10 meters away, right?
She can come and hang with me and we can go have coffee somewhere.
Join the girls.
Or a glass of wine.
Angel is also not a durian person.
No, I'm not.
Even
Really?
Sean's tried it, but I don't
Try,
think
yeah, but
he's...
I'm not like a...
he's
You're not either, right?
No, I will eat
Oh,
durian.
you will eat durian.
I just
I
don't
mean,
like it when
do
it's
you
ice cream.
do you hate the smell or the taste?
Everything it stands for. No, I don't know. I've never tasted it.
And just
Never
okay,
tasted it, how you don't know?
Never
wait.
tasted it's different.
Because it smells so bad.
okay,
But if you taste it, it's different.
No.
and just before you pass judgment on
Yeah.
this Teo over here, okay, I just want to say there are many Chinese people who don't eat
There
durians.
you
No,
go.
it's
Thank
true.
you.
Really,
Thank
they
you,
don't.
Mr. Ong.
No,
Thank
and
you.
no problem.
I do know the concept of I've never eaten it and I hate it because I was like that with Japanese curry until I ate it.
That's true. And
So-
green curry
and
as well.
green curry until
Remember,
I ate it.
he tried green curry with us
Yeah.
for the first
Yeah.
time.
So,
But durian is
And a quiet taste.
it's a different
No.
level altogether.
Quiet,
You
nothing
know why?
quiet about
Because
whole new
the
world.
smell and the taste sticks to you
yeah.
Yes.
Even worse.
for the next day or
Yeah.
two.
When you perspire, it comes out of your pores.
Yes,
Really?
and when you go to the toilet and you
When you pee.
Yeah.
yes.
So you're trying to encourage me to try it or not?
No.
No, try it.
No,
Is
clearly
it
I
working?
won't
Is it
now.
Angel, I'm very different from other people.
Yeah.
I know you didn't grow up with durian, so
No.
it's very unlikely that you are going to love durian
yeah.
now
Very
by trying
Yeah.
it. You
Very
know,
No, I won't.
a lot of us we started eating durians. Well, we couldn't even walk at that time. I think I was still crawling. I think my father put some durian in my mouth.
Really?
Like, no choice but, to
I,
love it.
I just grew up,
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
durians.
Yeah.
So yeah, for the people who have not, right?
Grown up with
Chances
it.
are they
especially.
probably
Yeah.
wouldn't
Yeah.
like it.
If it wasn't part of your growing up, it's tough.
Well, I have Anjali. She doesn't eat durians either. See?
Oh, you don't also?
Yeah, she doesn't.
Okay.
Have
She
you
doesn't
tried
eat
it?
chicken. It's
She's
different.
tried it. Okay. She doesn't eat chicken.
Angel,
Yes.
$10
What?
To try.
if you try.
$10. That's how much you want to pay me to try durian.
Ain't gonna work, Johan.
Can pay me to try. I'll try for
Dude.
$10.
Wait, hang on. It's gone up to 50.
Still not.
Oh what?
No.
Wait. But here's the question: does Bobby?
No.
Oh, so he doesn't as
No.
well. That's why.
No.
Then you
Neither
can't.
do my parents. Neither does any of my family that I know.
What, even your father?
No, my father doesn't either.
No way.
My dad doesn't. He didn't even grow up with it. Yeah.
Okay, that's okay.
No wonder.
I
So
understand.
no wonder. Yeah. It all comes down to parenting. I tell you.
But even for us durian lovers, right, we're very, very careful. It's like, okay, no durians in my fridge.
Yes.
Yeah,
No durians
'cause-
in my house.
So
I have to
that's-
eat it in the patio.
Yeah.
Okay. No durians in my car.
Then how do
Oh,
you transport
definitely.
it?
No, I get people to deliver.
Yeah, you can't put it in your car. Cannot
No
put
way.
it in your
You
car.
could wrap it, like a few times.
Cannot. It'll
Yeah,
still permeate.
Yeah.
You need your own
Yes.
fridge for
Especially
it.
the leather of the seats.
That's how deadly a durian is.
And that's why we love it.
And that's why no durians in MRT stations as well.
I'm telling you,
Or
that's
airports, yeah.
the next Olympics durian eating competition, Singapore's got a gold.
Because you will be the only one
This is
there.
one way we can win.
It's one way we can win gold.
Everybody on Facebook is saying, Angel, try it for once in your life.
No.
Angel, try it for once in your life.
They just sold it to me. They just said it'll stick on my skin, in my pores,
It will.
in my hair.
Yeah.
It will.
It's
Yeah.
okay.
It'll be
Someone
durian
should,
yoga.
someone should give Angel, right, something that she thinks is actually moisturizer. But actually, it's just pure durian.
Now that you've said it, I'll be so wary of any gift that you guys give me from now on.
If your moisturizer turns out to be a little yellow, you know you got a problem.
I think I'll smell it before I open it. So.
Even like durian ice cream or
I've tried
puffs.
durian ice cream.
Oh, then
Don't like it.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I can't do
like it.
durian ice cream. I cannot
Only
do
the fruit.
durian
Yeah,
puffs.
me
I
too.
can only do the
I
fruit.
don't
Me
like
too.
it.
Only
all
the
the
fruit.
same.
I don't
Don't
know.
give me anything else except the fruit.
Yeah.
Angel.
Uh-huh.
Right. Which one would you rather?
$100 now, is it?
No. Which one would you rather? Eat durian or throw away all your makeup?
Throw away all my makeup.
She doesn't need
Because
makeup
I
lah,
actually
yo.
look good without makeup.
That's
so
why.
it's fine.
This is why your wife is
Okay.
angry with you. No?
Yeah, you gotta be careful,
This
dude.
kind of thing you cannot sabo
What do you mean
yourself.
throw away my makeup? What's that mean?
Okay, 9 o'clock.
Okay.
All this durian talk, I
You
feel like
wanna
having
have
some
durian.
Mao Shan Wang
There you
now.
go.
Yes,
Just gonna put an order in and come tomorrow with a sore throat.
Okay, thank you very much,
Thanks,
Johan.
Johan.
Thanks, Johan. You take care.
I love you,
I
Johan.
love you.
I love
Love
you too.
you.
I love
Baby, I love your
way
every day. Bye.
Bye.
All right, everyone, share the video. We love you.
Bye.
Bye.